All right, so I want to give you just a little tutorial with using some of this Savvis, some of the assignment stuff we're going to use here. So here we go. So this is just a question from today's. Wants to take this equation, reflect it over the x-axis. So what we learned was for x-axis, you just have to multiply the equation by -1. So this was just going to be negative 3x. Nothing crazy there. So it should be good. Good job, Mr. Miller. All right, what else we got? Mainly I want to get to a graphing one. This is a good one to talk about too, I guess might as well. So this is an absolute value function, but the function itself doesn't matter. We're talking about what does the transformation do. So we should look at this and be like, okay, we know this goes down 6 because it's on the outside of the function. This is on the inside of the function, so it's left or right. In this case, a positive always goes left. So looking at this, I know it's left 3, down 6. So what does left 3, down 6 look like? As a vertex, that would be left 3, so -3, and then down 6, -6. Make sure it's an ordered pair like it says, and we check it. Sweet. If you get these kind of questions wrong, oh sorry, I don't think I can. Never mind, I'll do another one. So here's one. If I get it wrong, these usually give you some kind of tip. So like, that's not the answer. So let's say general form is the absolute value is this. Where the axis symmetry is, it's telling you right here, it's whatever this number is. So in our case, that's going to be 3, or actually -3 because it's the opposite of the h. So like right here, I can use that to help me figure it out. So I go -3, which again, it's always just the x coordinate of your vertex is another way to think about that axis of symmetry. And perfect, another good job. All right, so I do want to get to and talk about one of the graphing ones here. Yep. And you can click ahead like this too when you're doing it. You should be able to, I believe. But I mainly want to show you how the graphing works on here. Give you some tips for that because that's going to come up a few times as the year goes on. Okay, perfect. So this one wants us to graph this quadratic function and graph its axis of symmetry. Okay, so right away it's a x squared. That's quadratic. That's going to be that U shape for that parabola graph. The +2, that's going to shift it left too. So we click this to enlarge it. These are all the different shapes you can make. So you got straight line for linear functions. You've got absolute value. You hover over it, it tells you that. And then here we go. This is vertical parabola or quadratic. This is what we want. So we have to plot 2 points for it to be able to do this. So start with the vertex. Again, we know it's left 2. So we go here. If you notice, I can't really move my cursor, but if you notice up in that upper right, specifically right here, it tells you what point you're at. So I know I want to be at left 2, up 0. So this is it. So boom, I click it, and it puts 1 point on there. Now, as I move this around, it'll put the parabola in different places. In this case, because there's no slope to this, there's no number in front, which we haven't gotten to. That's actually what we get into tomorrow. All it's going to do is it's going to be going up 1, right 1. So if we just do that, we can plot that point, and boom, it's got our nice parabola. Also, if you remember the question that said to do the axis of symmetry, that's a straight line. So pick the good old line tool. And that's going to be just the straight line that goes vertically through the vertex. So go ahead and click on your vertex, and then just go up or go down so that it makes this vertical line. And you can make it dashed because that's how it's not a true line. It's just showing like, hey, this is where that axis of symmetry is. So now we can save it. It's on our graph. We can click check answer. It tells us excellent, whatever. If you did this, because I noticed some people doing this in class, some people forgot to put the axis of symmetry. It tells you, hey, you need to put an axis of symmetry on there. So the program itself does a really good job of like helping guide you through the problems, given that you're reading the help that it gives you. Okay, so there's a little bit on this assignment. Some things I'll probably do this here and there, especially when I notice something kind of weird or something kind of new in the tools of stuff here. So there we go.